Well, I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. I decided to pull this out of mothballs now that I'm done with my move, got the hobby rooms up and running, and am at a point where I thought it would just be something fun to do during the summer months. This is where I stopped, and where I stopped was the final version of code from my friend R. Warren, and my adapting the prop to the code and building everything around the Raspberry Pi 3 Model A Plus. I started with this, well actually I got stuck with this mainly because of the HDMI port. I don't want to focus on a lot of this because I've got videos online already that explain what was going on there, but I want to get back to the Raspberry Zero, and I'm finally going to be able to do that because I happened to run across this, which was the right angle HDMI mini that will plug in and give me a full-size HDMI for my HDMI to VGA dongle that I need to talk to the 4x3 5-inch display that I'm using in the prop, which is, by the way, the exact same display that comes with the prop. The difference is I had to use a discrete driver board. The prop, it's all integrated into the motherboard. So again, go back and take a look at the other videos and you'll see all of that stuff. I'm not going to focus on that today. But now with this, and I'll be playing around with this cable to shrink this down even further. I've already done some hacking, got rid of this jacket, and I'll be peeling this jacket back to see if, again, I can get the footprint smaller. I want to finally get this thing in the case and buttoned up. So I'll be addressing some key issues like this 7-segment selector, which is what goes through the various menu options. Let's kind of show you here. Let's see if I can. No, okay. So from this screen, there's not much. Is this it? No. Oh, there we go. It's these menus up here. I do want to be able to, you'll have to excuse the volume. I'm just using a amplifier that I integrated into it, and I'm using the volume, but it's without a baffle, so the volume's going to be here. Going to be a lot louder once I get into the prop. But one thing I'm going to have to come up with is a way of integrating this 7-position switch into what's in the prop here. This is kind of an interesting 3-contact tri-contact because there is no common, and it's between the 3 surfaces that they actually open close on, I'm sure, tri-state ports on the processor that was in the original motherboard. I can't use this setup with this setup. So with this amount of room up here, I should very easily be able to take this and mount a small neodymium magnet on it and have it rotate in front of a series of holes and have those do the switching. It'll be a little bit more complicated, but it's what I need to do, and I think I can get it all to fit in here. I've got the holes. I think I've got the space. There's a cover. It's floating around here somewhere. That gives me about maybe a 1/4 inch underneath. I may be able to fudge around with that. I can print something out similar. I'll scan the piece that's here and print something out and see if I can play around with the height and have it not show too much. But I need to correct that. These buttons, I'll have to figure out how to get those integrated in along with this. I got to make sure. I think this is also, yeah, it is. This is also one of these. I didn't realize that until I looked at the part number. What it does, I'm sure, is again goes in and exploits menus in their version of this firmware. What our Warren did and what Bethesda did may not be exactly the same. For me, I prefer this because this is going to be something I can easily work with. All of this is working. Let's get this out of here. All of these are working. This is working. That's funny. That's a map of the Northridge campus in Northridge, California, near where I worked and near where I lived. That's kind of funny. And then here we are with the radio, and so, surprising amount of effects that I'm getting out of this. More than enough for what I'd want, and gives anybody who's got one of these silly boat anchors a possible option to resurrect their Bethesda prop. I'm not going to do the building. I got to make sure you understand that I'm not going to be doing the building. I'll show you what I did, and you should be able to take what I did and adapt it yourself. Also, I need to make sure the code does not belong to me. I cannot, will not make it available. And the gentleman, R. Warren, who did this for me, I don't think he's going to be making it available. I can't speak on his behalf, but I need to tell you, I won't be offering it, but it will be the electronics, and you can find the code online and fix it yourself. I don't know. Anyways, there's going to be a lot more videos for this as I get this condensed and the prop finally finished up and built. So, sorry for all the rambling. I don't tend to write this stuff down, but I'm really anxious to get the Pi 3 A plus out of there and replace it with the 0 like I wanted to, and just shrink this cable down so I can get this all shrunk down. This should peel back just nicely, and I should be able to get this footprint down to a tiny, a much smaller level and get it integrated. So stay tuned if you're interested. There'll be videos showing my progress, and feel free to ask questions, but as I said, I'm not going to be doing commission builds. This is entirely up to you guys as to whether you want to pursue what I'm doing, but it does give you an option with a bricked prop that just gets stuck in a boot screen. Anyways, hopefully the next videos will be a little more coherent. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.